So you let your party level up. Good. And now they want to multi-class in the game of Dungeons & Dragons. Well, let's talk about a fun multi-class build today that I like to call the Divination Cleric. It's what you get when you combine Divination Wizard with Light Cleric. Now, in this build, to make it 2024 or 2014, it just means that you need to take one extra level of Wizard to get your subclass in the 2024 rules. How do you build this character out? Well, you only ever need 13 intelligence so you can multi-class into Wizard while maximizing your wisdoms, which is going to give you the punch from your cleric levels. It's best if you roll for stats, obviously, and you get a reasonably good block, but using point by our standard array, this build is still fully functional. The defensive capabilities that you're going to get from Wizard in terms of shield and absorb elements is going to give you the survivability on top of your already reasonably tanky cleric. Now, you're going to be a little lower on hit points, so at some point you're going to want to take the feat tough to kind of boost up that HP, as well as possibly things like resilient con down the line, depending on how your build looks after a while, and how you feel you're stacking up in terms of hit points. Now, for the nuances of the build is going to take advantage of the portents of the Divination Wizard to either aid allies or burst down enemies by having them fail saving throws, aiding allies with things like critical hits. You got a paladin or a rogue that deals a lot of damage, you can feed them criticals every once in a while when you hit that 5% on your portent. Now, when it comes to the other utility things you get all of the ritual spells at level 1 and 2 that you can get as a wizard. You don't need anything in terms of offense from those wizard spells because all of that is going to come from your cleric. I suggest going 5 levels of Light Cleric and then putting on your 2 or 3 levels of Divination Wizard between levels 6 and 9, depending on how you're playing this, whether you're using the 2014 or the 2024 rules, as I mentioned earlier. Your Light Cleric is going to give you all the offense that you need. You're always relevant with fireballs, with your channel divinity of the light pulse that's going to, on a 30-foot radius, deal 2d10 plus your cleric level in damage on a con save. That's not a spell, so you can also use things on your bonus action on your turns when you use your channel divinity. Also, you're going to have fireballs. You're going to have fireballs as a cleric, on top of all the other cool things clerics can do, like your guidance cantrip, like your spirit guardians, like your spiritual weapons in 2024, they're both concentrations, so you won't be able to do guardians and spiritual weapon, but that's okay. I'm Adapt. Follow me for more tips and tricks on how to play high-level Dungeons & Dragons.